Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Nicole here. Welcome to the channel Spiritual Mind. Here on the channel, we focus on mindset, mental health, and spiritual health. And today I'm bringing to you a video about the 10 micro habits that have had the biggest impact on my life, the habits that actually have improved and changed my life in a meaningful way. So I've kind of just compiled a list of my favorite low effort actions I've taken in order to have a significant improvement on my day-to-day quality of life. So if you are interested, keep watching. If you love this type of content, let me know in the comments below that this is helpful or useful, and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe even if you want to. But the first habit that I feel has been super effective and helpful for mindset, clarity, concentration, just general sense of productivity is turning off my phone notifications. And so I don't really have a lot of apps on my phone unless they're in folders where it's something that I can't get to or see at a glance. But on top of that, I don't have my notifications turned on. Even if I have an app on my phone, it is turned off. So I have to go into the app to see what's going on if I so feel called to, but I don't like feeling distracted. So it turns out for me, I don't also like to have access to updates on my phone. Even my text messages live in a folder where I can't just at a glance see them. I haven't figured out how to turn notifications off for that, but if I could, I'd probably do that too. But turning off my notifications has really helped me to have clarity of mind and help me to cultivate more behaviors to put my phone down, which is really important because I don't want to be someone who's constantly having my phone in my hands because it feels like a security blanket trap. And I don't want to feel like I'm depending on my phone, which is an object, for a sense of companionship in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically for me and for any person who may be considering like healthy productivity goals, turning off your notifications on your phone could be a great help. Item number 2, I definitely love to do a weekly planning reset session. So I think in some of my past videos, I did share my goal setting, content and how I basically set up my goal setting. And I have a planner that allows me to do that. So every week, especially when I practice my weekly reset, like planning. So every Sunday, just sitting down, writing out my goals for the week, picking a mantra and an intention and just a rough draft of what I expect to get done for the week. Very, very helpful stuff. So I can get more done during the week because I have a point of reference and clarity of what it is I'm even trying to do. So that has helped quite a bit because especially when I notice downtime where I'm more likely to pick up my phone, I can go look in my planner and see what else is on my list to actually get done. And then I'll just kind of weave in my tasks with the, open time I have, or like the time where I'm not necessarily working or doing other things that are responsibility oriented. So my to-do list is actually getting done a lot faster this way. All right, so moving on to item number 3, oil pulling and teeth whitening. I'm a fan of oral hygiene. I like white teeth. I cannot lie. So for me, I feel like your health and sense of how people understand you in some ways comes down, or a part of it is your oral hygiene and presentation of your actual teeth. So there's nothing better than seeing someone smile with white teeth, to me. But when I see people smile and their teeth are yellow or even brown, it's not something that makes me feel comfortable to get to know that person, or especially if it's someone you're considering romantically. Not a fan, and no offense to anyone who's on the journey, but oil pulling, a marvelous way to really lift and remove stains on your teeth. And then I usually do natural whitening strips. So every week as of late, I do both. I do one oil pulling session, which is also good for general dental hygiene and reducing inflammation, helping prevent cavities and gum disease and that kind of thing, but also and detoxing the mouth, but also whitening is something I'm a really big fan of because I feel like it's one of those markers of health So to have white teeth is a marker of health and youth in a way. So if your teeth are yellow, that's something that can happen with age. And not everybody who's older has teeth that are yellow, but I think there is some kind of dynamic where yellowing is normative with age. But I do love white teeth, just like most people enjoy seeing other signs of vitality. So you might want to see someone with healthy hair or healthy skin, healthy teeth. Like those basics are things that we're trained as humans to observe and appreciate ultimately. And I can appreciate my own white teeth. So that is why I do that. That's why I do it. I do it for me because I like to look in the mirror and see my smile is white. So it's a nice little something, sort of like when women put on makeup or whoever, really. So long story short, oil pulling, I love it. And I'll do that weekly. And it's just easier to kind of keep an eye on the oral hygiene of it all. So number 4 is resetting my supplements every week. So I went on Amazon and I got one of those 7-day like supplement trays. And I try to make a habit of putting my supplements in once a week and making sure I eat my supplements every day. And the way I make intaking my supplements easier is every day. I know I'm gonna drink coffee pretty much every day. So every day I drink coffee, I make sure to have all my supplements while drinking my coffee. So that means I'm getting daily supplementation taken care of without really forgetting, because I don't forget to drink coffee. So that helps me quite a bit to make sure I have more energy, more recovery, more of whatever supplemental nutrition I'm trying to have is taken care of from just setting my little pill box up for the week. And I make sure to have it in a area that I can see it. So it's in the kitchen next to where my coffee supplies are located to make it easy. So that's really helpful too. So item number 5, updating and assessing skincare. Now that is a very powerful thing that I recently had to check back in, because I noticed my skin was looking really, really oily. I have oily combination skin, but it's very oily T-zone over here. So right now I'm wearing a little bit of makeup, but my skin is pretty much already responding well to the recent updates I've made in my skincare journey. So I'm definitely paying more attention to like what skincare products are meant for oily skin type, because when we're not paying attention to what we're putting on our skin and making sure it's a really cultivated product for our specific dynamics, we could have a lot more problems than we would otherwise have. So when I was just using like natural soap on my skin before, that was fine, but it wasn't actually treating the oil because I wasn't using anything that was meant to treat oil. So if I wanted to make natural products, I could make a Aztec clay soap bar, and that would be more reasonable than just using natural soap. So just really being more specific about what I'm using. I'm definitely paying attention to like what serums and acids and all that stuff are ideal for oily skin, and I'm getting great results. So I actually feel like my skin is starting to look a bit more firm and youthful, which is always good. And it just makes me wonder if like this is what my real skin looks like when it's taken care of, versus my skin looking more oily and like I don't know how to say it, but like my skin didn't feel like it was looking so great, especially by comparison of just even 2 weeks of using products that are more specific to my skincare and skin type needs, we'll say. Okay, I want to keep going. So we've got that skincare, very important stuff, especially for oily skin. I guess all skin types, like you're gonna get more impact for your skin to shine and be amazing when you actually focus on what you're putting on it. So next up, here's something that I thought was really cool: setting a timer with Alexa or using the timer on my stove. So if I am in the middle of trying to take a break and decompress in the middle of my workday, I will make sure to set my Alexa for an hour where I have a boundary with myself. No TV, no phone, no screens really. So an hour where I really decompress, which usually means I end up sitting on my balcony and hanging out or reading or doing something calm. So I really love that I've implemented that, which is a really nice way to stay grounded throughout a work day or weekend if I need it. But generally on weekends, I have a little bit more time to relax as is. So good things happen when you step away from tech. So this is another tech and mindset balancing tool. Sorry, got the sneezes. Okay, so I do recommend that you take an hour every day for decompression. It can make a big impact on how you feel throughout the day. It can also help you feel more balanced, because with too much tech, you can definitely become overexposed and more hypersensitive and overstimulated, and that's not going to do anything good for your mood or your mindset or your productivity. So when you are trying to boss up and get things done and really feel alignment with your goals, less is more with the screen time. So I recommend that as a favorite micro habit. It's just like taking an hour off, signing off for an hour. It's not much, but it really does help. So item number 7. Now, I, for the last couple years, have done this off and on, but I just realized like I really prefer to make this routine. Adding olive oil to my shampoo bottles and conditioner. So because my hair is locked, it's really important for me to make sure to dilute my shampoos with water, so that way there's not a lot of buildup potential. But I also really love to add olive oil to my shampoo, and if I condition, I would add that to my conditioner and dilute my conditioner as well, because when I do that, my hair is a lot softer than when I just clarify. So something about adding olive oil to shampoo and conditioner has really changed the game for like the texture of my hair. My hair responds really well to olive oil, so it's a nice way to condition without creating buildup, which is important for my hair type. But also this works for loose natural hair and any other hair type as well. Like our hair can better retain moisture when it's wet. So when there's already water on it, the oil is able to better properly seal it. So when the general process of washing your hair is you wet your hair first and then you apply the shampoo and conditioner, so your hair actually has a chance to become softer in that process. So that has been a game changer for just general hair care maintenance for me. And that's item number 7. All right, number 8 is OMAD. So I have been more or less off and on for the last couple of years doing an OMAD practice, which is 1 meal a day, eat 1 large meal a day. And generally, as of late, I've been trying to get to 100 grams or more protein in that meal, and that has actually gone pretty well. So I have been enjoying that. I think it's a good, efficient way for me to manage like my food, my weight, my mind, everything. So I do like to do OMAD, and sometimes I'll do 2 meals a day. So it's either one or the other, but that has been very, very helpful for my physical health, my energy output, my ability to take good care of myself, to make sure that my nutrition is in check, and keeping me feeling fit, which in light on my feet. I'm still on the journey, always on the journey. But I do like to eat OMAD style most of the time, and sometimes I'll do 2 as well. But it has been very, very helpful just for me to feel like a sense of order and structure. Plus my body's now trained to have hunger cues at least like once a day, so that's good. And I'm as you can see, I'm healthy. I'm not thin, so it's fine. I feel like I'm getting more than enough calories, because sometimes when I say that, people will be like, oh, you're gonna starve. And I'm like, no, I'd never starve. So it's just one of those things where I just want everyone to know I'm fine. It works. I'm healthy. I'm actually more of a curvy body type at this time, so that's fine. Yes. Item number 9, weight training has been very, very good. And I know that it's not necessarily a micro habit, but it does become a micro habit over time. So the more you practice weight training, the more simple it becomes. It's not intimidating. So like the more you practice weight training, the less intimidating it is. And so what I tend to do is I'll take the fall and winter seasons to do weight training, and then Summer and spring, I tend to do more cardio and running, jogging. But I realize this is my first year within weight training where I'm not just weight training at home. I'm actually going to the gym and weight training around other people. And it's so interesting because I used to be so intimidated by the idea of working out on the weight training floor at the gym with all the guys everywhere and like all that stuff. But you know, at this point, there's a fair and decent amount of women weight training when I'm weight training. So it's not like that. And even if it was, I really don't feel like anyone's worried about me. So I'm not worried about anyone, and that's that. So it's actually really nice to have broken ground on just being in the gym, without thinking about any of the like intimidating like fears of, oh, someone's gonna be intrusive, or someone's gonna be watching you, you're not gonna know what you're doing, blah 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 blah. Like, with whatever, the instructions are on the machines, so there's no problem, it's all good. So I just feel like weight training is something that really adds to big impact on the day-to-day. It boosts confidence like crazy. It helps keep your body in a healthy state. It helps you to just feel good in your skin, and I love that. So I love to feel good, I love to feel strong, but also I tend to dress more feminine, so it's not like I feel like I'm weight training to the point of bulking in any way that makes me feel not feminine. So it's going great. It's made a big impact, and I would recommend it to you. So last but not least, updating the wardrobe. I think that is something really important that is a micro habit that can change a lot of things. And I'm going to tell you a story because why not? Okay. So I'm definitely in a season of life where I think every 6 months to a year, I kind of reassess my closet and see like, do the clothes in here actually match who and what I'm about at this point in my life? Do the clothes I wear communicate, excuse me, I just ate. Do the clothes I'm wearing communicate the message I'd like to have people understand about me? And I'm definitely in a season of dressing more feminine, which is super fun. So I wore this blue long sleeve like tie at the bottom blouse and like a matching like flowy pant combo and heels, and I had a little leopard print bag. And I was just walking around, and I just noticed that whenever I walk around and I look nice or wear dresses and I look nice, everyone's just really nice and friendly and helpful to me, which is really fun. So I find like what you wear actually communicates, and it seems to communicate consistently how people will interact with you, which is super interesting, right? So for me, I'm checking my wardrobe to feel like myself in my clothes. So I'm not dressing for other people, but I can appreciate other people receiving me well, if that makes sense. So whatever I wear, it's because I feel good in it. But I do find it fascinating based on what I wear to communicate like respectful engagement. So the clothes that I tend to wear as of late tend to get that reaction or that response, which is great. So I'm all in, and I like to make sure to just keep an eye on my wardrobe, because some things that we think we like aren't really going to be the long-term move. So as of late, I've definitely been trying to get more timeless pieces into my wardrobe that I can wear for the next 10 years and feel good, versus like any fast fashion items that I feel like just will have a very brief lifespan. I've never been a trendy person so much, or a name brand person either. Ooh, words, spin them out. But I do feel like there's something beautiful about timeless pieces. So like the leather coat, the trench coat, black slacks, black pencil skirt, a couple blouses, and definitely got some overalls in the mix too. But like some things are just great. Some things are great 10 years out, 20 years out, that you can wear for a lifetime. So I've been more called to styling my wardrobe and adding in those pieces. just to keep building, having a closet of items that feel like they work year after year. So building my long-term kind of capsule wardrobe, we'll say. But I think it's really important to keep checking in because honestly, as humans, we all keep evolving. So every 10 years or so, part of ourself has evolved a bit more. Not all of us all at once, but usually we're always changing because we're always getting new information, new learning, new phases of development happening until we pass on to the next life. We're always developing. So it's really important to keep an eye on your wardrobe. I just wanted to give you some tools. I realize the lighting just shifted quite a bit, but hopefully this video has been helpful and useful for you to consider micro habits that you can do to really make an impact on your day-to-day life and feel amazing. I feel amazing most of the time, and that's good. I don't expect to feel amazing all the time. That's not necessarily realistic, but I feel amazing most of the time from these top 10 items right here. The power of wearing clothes that make you feel beautiful and confident really matter. Feeling healthy in your own body, really important and really matters. White teeth, all those things really matter. So I hope this video is useful. Let me know if there's any micro habits that you might add. What are some of yours? What are some of your favorite things that have really impacted your life and made your life a better journey? Leave it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you have not. And of course, check the description. There's information there if you'd like to find out more about me. And yeah, I'll look forward to catching the next episode of Spiritual Mind. Be well, take great care, and be sure to subscribe. Bye for now.